Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Hello, everyone. Hi, Pat, Jim, and Deirdre. Good morning to you. Hello, everyone. All right, let's do some heart brain coherence and get people in here. Shout out to somebody, hold them in your heart, and let's see if we can get the Cuppa family in. We're over a month into the affirmations. Deirdre, I'm so proud of you and me and us. Miracles happen every day. Breathe it in. Breathe it into your heart and exhale it back out into the world. And then breathe in again. Add in some love. Add in some gratitude. Gratitude for another day. It's a bright, sunshiny day here in Colorado at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the sun's thinking. It's not usually this bright. And then love on somebody. Pull them into your heart and hold them. And just say thank you. I love you. It's a beautiful peace day. We're doing a peace walk today if you're on the East Coast, it'll be 1:11 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're out here where I am, it's 11:11 Mountain Time, or 10:11 if you're all the way on that West Coast, the Californians. Good morning, Hope up to Marshall. Thank you for being here. How's everybody doing? Yes, I overslept yesterday. We didn't have a Friday. So if you want to give me some yays today, I would love that. And let's get this party going. Where is everybody? Shouting out to our Annie and Brandy. Who are we missing? Linda, our pair of jeans, Brookie. Let's get them all in here and loving on everybody. So, affirmations. I know Deirdre's doing them. Anybody else keeping up with those affirmations? Because I say them every day, and you know what? Miracles just keep on happening. They keep on keeping on, and it's a wonderful thing to see and to experience, is to just be surprised every day with a miracle. It's just amazing. So if you have miracles happening, or if you have a yay that you want to share, then put it out there so we can all celebrate, because that's what we do. We celebrate the wins. We celebrate the little things, even. If you just want to be glad that you're alive, that you're still walking on Mama Gaia's back, then put that in there. That's a yay. That's definitely a miracle, I think, to wake up every morning. Hello, Kathy Hand. Thank you for being here. So who else are we going to call in? I saw that Suzanne made it to Sedona. So it's very early in the morning where she's at. I think she's even another hour behind, I think. Like, could be on the same time as us, but I'm not positive. But it's early out here in the western part of the country. Good morning, Andrea and Greg. Thank you for sharing. All right, we got some quiet peas this morning, so let's just do a story time. Why don't we do that? Let me get Munion's box open so she can join in with us. All right, Michelle, good morning. I think it's 3 hours, Kathy, because that's as far of a span as it goes. Thank goodness. Oh, I do too, Deirdre. That was the first thing I thought of when I heard that. I'm going, oh, we have to send him the Cuppa song. Wouldn't that be fun? So here's a song by our Leo. There's our Auntie Jean. Hi, darling. Okay, so let's get to story time. It is called Balancing Our Wings, Lessons and Laughter. There's a Chinese proverb that says, be not afraid of growing slowly, be afraid of only standing still. Just as there is no such thing as too much knowledge, there is also no such thing as too much spiritual growth. We all came here for such a time as this. We consciously chose to elevate our spiritual growth through experiences and learning from each other. Life is a wonderful teacher, but just like in our formal schooling, we choose how much or how little we pay attention to the teachers. We may be shown signs and even receive a roadmap from our teachers, yet if we ignore the lesson, then we are no wiser for the experience. I often wonder what the purpose is for someone to come into this worldly experience of being human and blow off the reason for being here. Yes, it is great fun to goof off and skip school. Just like in high school, however, there may have been a very important lesson being taught on the day we skipped class. Our earthly lessons may include life-changing information, and we were off skipping stones. Dear angels, you often tell us humans to lighten up and not take life so seriously. How do we find the balance between learning and playing? Dear ones, we hear your question with the gentle echo of your soul's yearning to dance freely while still growing wisely. Life, as you know it, is a sacred school, but it is also a playground of divine wonder. You were never meant to carry every lesson like a heavy stone upon your back. Instead, we encourage you to see each experience as a feather, light enough to lift, soft enough to learn from, and playful enough to tickle your heart into laughter. Balance is not about perfection. It is the ebb and flow between curiosity and contentment. To learn is to expand the soul, and to play is to express its joy. Both are needed. One strengthens your wings, the other teaches you how to fly. So laugh often, cry when you must, study the stars, and then go dance beneath them. The seriousness of life is never meant to weigh you down, but to awaken your heart to what matters: love, connection, and joy. Let your spirit be both the student and the child. Wisdom grows more deeply in soil softened by laughter. The angels whisper, your light shines brightest when you remember how to play, not just with toys or games, but with life itself. When you laugh without restraint, when you chase butterflies of imagination, when you sing off key simply because your heart overflows, that is when the universe leans in closer, delighted by the melody of your soul. The universe does not respond to the weight of your worry. It dances in rhythm with your joy. Every giggle you release becomes stardust in motion, and every smile you offer paints lights across the heaven. Joy is a language older than time. Speak it often. Angels, today I promise to make a joyful noise. It doesn't matter if you sing with a beautiful voice or if you sing that you delight in singing. Maybe others don't like it, but you sing from your heart That's what's important. Sing your soul song. We weren't all given the voices of angels. There are some that I can listen to all day long because I love how their voice sounds. And then there's others, I like to listen to them because their music is so infectious. It's their laughter inside, their beauty inside that matters. So just sing. Doesn't matter if it's just you. Sing in the shower, sing out in nature, sing with the birds, whistle with the birds. I wish I could whistle. I try. I have tried to whistle in my lifetime. It just doesn't come out right. And that's okay. I'm okay with being imperfect. I'm human. And it's just not in my bailiwick. I don't know where that word came from, but that's what I heard. But it's not my forte to whistle or to sing like a beautiful angel. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay just being me. I think if we can all get to that point of just being okay being us, not comparing with anybody else, not having to say, oh, I can't open my mouth and sing because I don't sound like Carrie Underwood or, whoever you choose, Celine Dion, whoever has a beautiful voice in your mind. It doesn't matter. Sing your song. You sing all the time, and Thump, I'm sure, absolutely loves it. I sing to Hilma, and she doesn't run away, so I guess it must not be too bad. Michelle, you can't whistle either. I don't know what the secret is. Nobody ever taught me the secret to whistling, so I can never do it. When people put like their two fingers in their mouth and whistle, I can never do that either. I can't. It's okay. I'm all right with it. And I listen to others do it and I just smile and appreciate that they can. We have our Annie that came in. Good morning. Oh, thank you, Andrea Gregg. Yeah, I loved getting that message last night. Just sing your soul song. There is a balance to life. That's why we're here, is to learn about balance and letting go, learning that here in the 3D world, there's the contrast, there's an up to a down, left to a right. Everything is duality. And when we learn how to balance that, then we're okay with not being able to whistle or sing or dance or whatever it might be. But we do it our way. And that's the beauty, when we really don't care what anybody else has to say, but we're okay just being us. That's a beautiful place to be. All right, so Kuan Yin says, there she is. Kuan Yin says, grace carries you home. At the end of your efforts, when your resources are exhausted and you are without further recourse, I am there for you with loving, wild grace to carry you home. So beautiful, these messages from our Kuan Yin. And beautiful message from the angels, I thought. All right, so what's happening? Kathy says, Colin is coming over for the weekend. It's a chilly start here at 50. Well, we were at 47 here, Kathy. But it will be in the mid to upper 70s this weekend. Awesome. I know it's going to warm up some today. It's bright and sunshiny outside. And I know that Ruth is joining me on that peace walk today. It'll be 11:11 for us when we start out. We're going to this absolutely amazing, beautiful trailhead right up the street from where I'm at. And we're going to walk for, I don't know, as long as we feel like walking, really. But she's never walked that trailhead. I've never walked it. But I had asked her a few months ago if she would walk it with me. And this just seems like the perfect time to do that peace walk today. So join us wherever you're at. If you're on the East Coast at 111, just even if you're inside your house, just take a few steps and intend for peace Every step that you put on the ground or on the floor, just say, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. That's what I'm going to be saying. Let there be peace in this world. I want to see peace. I want all the nations to finally acknowledge that this thing called war, it's archaic. Why are we still doing this in 2025? And let's bring an end to conflict. Let's get together with each other and just do what is best for the people of each country. Let the leaders acknowledge that what's best is to communicate with each other, to get along with each other, to love our neighbors, right? Let's just intend that more and more into our world, starting with ourselves. And that's what the Peace Walk is all about. Just focusing on peace for yourself and then spreading it out. If you meet somebody on your walk, or if you want to pick up the phone and call somebody and say, may you be peaceful today. I'm sending you love into your heart for peace to reside there. What a beautiful message that would be to receive, isn't it? And Auntie Jean, you're so funny. Your pups run away from you. Yeah, you better get a cat. And little Hilma is the perfect cat. She's a snuggler. She loves to snuggle in my lap. She knows when to leave me alone. If I'm doing something like a meditation online, she just sits quietly. But she does have a mouth on her. She knows how to speak up for what she wants. So get yourself a cat, Auntie Jean. You'll love it. And Scooby doesn't mind your singing, but just has to howl along if you play your flute or steel tongue drum. I love that. I think Hilma likes the little chimes that I've got. Has everybody heard the chimes? They're sitting right here. We'll do it during our prayer. This is my new toy. So when we do prayer time today, I'll play the chimes for us to really get into the energy of the angels carrying our prayers. And Kathy, you're going to be walking. Yay. Awesome. I think she might have sent some pictures, Kathy. I am very, very behind in answering messages and emails. It's just been a crazy time right now here in Colorado. Got lots going on, and I'm only in this place for another few days. And then the L'Oreal family, will be back home. And I'm hoping that they are having an amazing time where they're at that pottery show. And I hope that Jim's health is holding up after the long trip up there, and he's looking at a long trip back. So pray for the L'Oreals during this time, for Meg and Jim and Beth. Little Hilma, I don't know where she went. She came in and looked at me when I got up out of bed like, oh, okay, you're live. And then she walked back away. she just kind of does her own thing. And I love that about cats. You know, they just have their own routine. They know when it's nap time. They know when it's play time. And we have the two cutest bunnies. They're teeny tiny. It's like you could hold them in your hand. That's how little they are. And they play right outside the sliding glass doors of the bedroom that I'm sleeping in. And that's her entertainment. That's her TV. She sits in there and she watches the bunny rabbits and the birds. And she doesn't talk to them. My cats used to talk, especially Gizmo. He would be watching birds outside or squirrels, and his whole body would shake. He would do this little thing. I would laugh at him all the time. I think I even might have a video of him doing that, because to me, it was just funny. I know it was intense for him because he wanted to get out there and get them. But Yeah, Hilma just watches. It's like she's got this show going on and she's very intrigued by it. Pat Moss, you're going walking with your sister and her fur baby Frankie. Awesome. Well, say those words. May there be peace on earth. Let's let that ring out all over the world today. Auntie Jean says, I love that chime. I'll send you the link, Auntie Jean. I may get a couple of others. This one is like the sound of water, and that's why I was drawn to it. But there's 4 different ones that this company makes. This one, see if you hear water when it chimes. Doesn't sound like water. So I'm going to get, I think, all 4 of them. I just have to budget for it because they're not real cheap. I mean, they're not terribly expensive either, or else I wouldn't have one. But I do have expenses right now. Thank you to those who helped with the computer. I appreciate that. And now it's the car, so it's time for its big maintenance checkup. And I'll be doing that in the coming couple of weeks. Kathy, your chimes look just like it, but a different tone. Yeah, this one, like I said, this is called Water. And I don't know. No, it doesn't say it on the chime itself. It just has the brand name. But I'm going to have to figure out how to distinguish them if I do get another one, or when I get another one. Let me put it that way. Auntie Jean, you'll walk today even if it's in the yard. That's what matters, to just do it. Do it with intention. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Oh, Sally, I just read your message online, and oh my gosh, sending love into you and your loved ones, and prayers for recovery from the injuries from that accident. Deirdre, you'll be walking at home in your happy place. Yay. Sally says, I closed my eyes and felt water rushing over my feet. I love to just close my eyes and listen to them. Sometimes I do that if I'm meditating, or I'll put them up closer to my head where I can really experience it. It's good to put it over your head and let that sound just flow down like a shower coming down. Scoopy was crying a bit this morning. He seems okay now, but I think his back area gets achy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'm having sympathy pains because my back has been aching. I went with Ruth to the mall a couple of days ago, and we did a shoulder, back, and foot massage in the mall. And I think it was a lot deeper than what I normally get for a massage. And oh my gosh, I can still, when I move, I can still feel that pressure that was put, but I had this huge knot in my shoulder that was hurting really bad. And I did mention it. So I think he worked and worked and worked, and hopefully that won't be giving me pain anymore. All right. So let's do a couple of messages from our little books. I have them right here, right beside of Kuan Yin. And she has been so helpful in meditation and just pulling in the beautiful message from the angels. I just, sometimes I just love to just sit with Kuan Yin's energy and call her in for some heart healing, call her in to bless the world, because she's the goddess of compassion. And she sends out that love energy to everyone who may be just needing a moment, needing a touch. All right, book 2, page 29 for the group. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Page 29 says, when you can see each other with your spiritual eyes and see only the innocence in each other, then you can exist together with respect and honor. Go back into your childlike state and feel into the awe and wonder. Examine your teachings of how you are to be in the world and see if they fit in with that innocence. Going back into the innocence, that's what we know. That's what our soul knows. We came into this world as pure, unconditional love. We didn't come in holding hatred or anger. We weren't angry that we came here. We chose to come here. We wanted that awe and wonder of the newness of a new lifetime. We came here with certain goals in mind. We chose our lessons, not the exact way they were going to happen, but we did choose what we wanted to work on. And I know sometimes I say, I think I checked every box because there's so many lessons that are diverse. And I'm like, did I really sign up for all of that? The big one is trust. Like, did I really sign up to learn about all of this stuff that I'm being taught this lifetime? And it's like the angels said in their message last night, those experiences that we're having, this thing called life, that is our teacher. And are we going to listen to our teacher? Are we going to pay attention in class? Or are we going to skip? Are we going to go out and just blow it off for the day and not learn that important lesson that life is trying to teach us? Pay attention. It may be the important life lesson that you showed up here for. So show up for it. Take a moment every day and just communicate with your higher self. Talk to God. Ask the angels for help. Ask them for clarity. Call in Gabriel. Gabriel is our angel of clarity. And just say, what's my lesson right now? What is it I'm supposed to be paying more attention to? And help me understand it a little bit more. No, Catherine, the angel class is this coming Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Put it on your calendars. 7 o'clock Wednesday night Eastern Time. We're going to talk about Archangel Michael. Don't we love Archangel Michael? I love Archangel Michael. I think he was one of the first angels that I ever experienced when I came into this lifetime. And as a little child, I used to just sit in a clearing on the side of a mountain and just have angels surrounding me. They were everywhere. And they opened my eyes and they showed me so many things about why I'm here in this lifetime. They showed me past lives. They showed me my purpose and my path. And that can happen to any of us. Just tune in. Open your eyes. Just open your spiritual eyes and ask, what do I need to know in this moment? Brandy girl, you arrived. Thank you for being with us. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, Kathy, it is the same chime that you have. Awesome. Yes, that's a great thing to do, is to hang it and just let it chime away. All right, what else do we have for messages? Sally says, perfect message, Teri. Thank you. I believe we're getting tired in this ascension, and we needed to hear those words for encouragement to keep going. Absolutely. We always need encouragement, and encouragement doesn't cost you anything. You guys, every day we should be lifting each other up. I know I said the should word, but really, we're here. We're here for each other. You're helping me clear that energy of should, because it's a choice. It is a choice we make every day. If we're going to be positive, Or if we're going to look at what's going wrong, right? What's wrong with our world, we can always find that. But if we look at what's positive and look at what do I have to give? Just me, just little old me. What do I have to give to the world? I have encouragement. I have positivity. I have an uplifting energy I can send out. We all do if we choose. Page 15 of book 2. We're loving book 2, the pocket book. And where is our blue jean with pocket? We need our pocket in here. Page 15 says, sometimes those who are in what appears to be the biggest fires are the ones who are mastering their sole purpose. Do not pity them or try to take their burden from them. All is working out according to the divine plan. Isn't that a beautiful message? Because sometimes we want to just reach out and take somebody's pain away. We want to grab them out of that fire they're going through and rescue them, right? We're not here to fix anything or anybody. We're not. It's not our job to be a superhero. We're a superhero by showing up, by being in our highest vibration, by living by example of how God is, because we are all a spark of the divine. So if we tune in to our own spark, we tune in to what we know as truth, which is unconditional love, we are helping others. We are being our own rescue from the darkness, from the fire that we may be going through in any given moment. But it's not our place to throw a lasso out and rescue you and pull you out of your fire. No, our job is to love and encourage you as you go through it. And Marietta, I almost said it. I should have. She says it sounds like EIWP to me. That's exactly what it is. Everything is working perfectly in God's divine plan. So don't feel like you have to rescue anybody. Just hug them and love them and give them hugs and kisses as much as you can and send out positive energy. Okay, so what else is going on? Brandy, you're sending a heart hug to Joe and Lana. Okay, I'm not sure who that is, but I'm glad you're sending a heart hug because that's what we need right now. And Kathy says, I learned an important lesson this week. I need to be more mindful of my brother's complicated family dynamics. Just love on them, Kathy. That's all. Just love. No judgment, no criticism, just love. Oh, you're calling in your pair, the other half of our pair of genes. We're missing her. She's missing in action. Kathy says, sadly, I've passed my head cold and cough on to Bob. Hopefully we can both kick it to the curb. I am healthy. I am healthy. I am healthy. Remember to say that every day with intention, with meaning. And, the warm lemon water that I do every morning, it really does help with anything that's going on, such as a head cold or hay fever or allergies. This is the time for that with all of the pollen that's flying around. Here in this part of Colorado especially, we have a lot of, I think it's cotton. There's like these white specks that just fly around. And then I start sneezing. So, yeah. So taking the warm lemon water and drinking that first thing in the morning really does make a difference in your body. Kathy, page 111. Okay, we'll do that to end the angel little nuggets, and then we'll go into our prayer time. Sally says, I tell my clients and all of my life and spiritual coaching that I cannot fix you, but I can help you find tools that will work best in your life. so you can begin fixing yourself, so you can be the very best that you can be. That's wonderful. That's what I do as well. If I can teach you a tool, then you got it and you can use it. It's just like the same idea as what Jesus was saying. If I can teach you how to fish, then you've got a means to feed yourself, right? So learning those life tools, that's important. We all have a toolbox. What's in your toolbox? Have you learned anything? And I try to share everything that I come across that's helpful to us. I either put it in a lesson and we do a class, or I just share. We share manifestation tips on here. We've been doing that for a while now. And hopefully you have those. Maybe this Monday we'll do a review of some of those. Let's do that. We'll review our manifestation tips that we've learned over the last, I don't know, how long have we been doing it? For a long time now, for months and months, we've been working on Manifestation Mondays. So Monday, let's do a review. And maybe there's some that you had forgotten that you have in your toolbox. So we'll do that. And if I forget, somebody remind me, because I got a lot going on and sometimes I do forget things. Yes, zinc and vitamin C, absolutely very helpful for your immune system. All right, so page 111 says, "Dear ones, today is the only time you actually possess. Every choice you make, every small step you take or choose not to take, shapes your future. You have this beautiful opportunity to ask yourselves what you are doing today that will nurture your dreams and how you are honoring the possibilities that await you. The truth is that each day, in small ways, you either support or undermine the future you desire." Oh, Kathy Hand, what a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. I'm going to read that last part. The truth is that each day, in small ways, you either support or undermine the future you desire. So whatever you're doing, whatever step you are taking, is it a step in the direction you want to go? Or are you maybe taking 3 steps back and stepping away from your divine soul purpose? It really is up to you. It's a choice that you make. Nobody's going to force you to do what you're here to do. Nobody. Not even the angels. They don't force us to do anything. They support us while we go through those fires, while we have our aha moments, and they will help by showing us signs or bringing people into our lives to help us. But no, they're not going to make us do anything. Nobody can make us do anything that we don't desire to do, or if we're fighting against it, we're going to rebel and not do it. Just like when somebody tells me I can't do something, I just say, hide and watch. Or as some rednecks say, here, hold my beer. And then they do something probably stupid. But yeah, it's up to us in each given moment. It's up to us what we do. And hello, Tammy Fisk. Thank you for being with us this morning. And I saw Deirdre put our prayer up for the day. So that's the page you're on right now, Kathy. And yes, I love that message as well. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so let's go into our prayer time. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, for attention to human trafficking, and for support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for our United States. Thank you, Deirdre. And Brandy, prayers for all touched by suicide and or dementia of any type, and all hurt by the actions of others. Yes, indeed. There's a lot of that going on, but what are we going to focus on? Are we going to focus on what's going wrong, or are we going to do something to counterbalance that? Like go on a peace walk or call somebody up and say, I wish you love today, sending you a heart hug. That's a beautiful way to lift the vibration. Sally, it's a life of free will. It really is. Yeah, we have choices in any given moment of how we're going to live this life. You still need to make your manifestation box. Well, let's get to it. And that was our manifestation magic tip for Monday, is to make a manifestation box and put in there your desires and see them. It's already done. Just like you're doing a check mark, put it in the box and it's a done deal. Okay, well, we're getting ready to go into our prayer time. If there's anyone in your life that you need lifted up, including yourself, then type that in there. Let us know that we can wrap our arms of love around you and lift you up. And Sally says, prayers for the lost, the lonely, the homeless, for those who are feeling fearful of another, prayers for the forgotten and the unloved, and most of all, for our P family and our extended family and friends we all step in our light and hold on tight so you might love all. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Yes, Catherine, we always lift you up and praying for you during this time. I know it's a tough time for you, and we feel your beautiful heart. Just feel ours sending love to you. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Let's let the chimes talk to us this morning. They're ready. They're ready to talk. Close your eyes. See if you do feel water. Let's just go into that water. You know, on Sundays, we play our Sunday Come to Meeting song of coming to water, releasing anything that you want to let go of into that water. So let's do that right now. Just envision that you have pen and paper in front of you. And if you want to do it for real, that would be a great thing to do this morning. On that paper, write down what you want to let go of. What do you want to release? What do you want to say, I no longer need this in my life? Just write down, and you can make a list. It doesn't have to just be one thing. What is it that you want to release? And now envision this little babbling brook right in front of you with a kitty cat in the background. As you write on your paper, put down everything that you want to let go of right now. And then with the magic of what you're listening to, lay that paper gently into the brook. You want to release it with love. You want to send it out to the universe. Let the water carry it. Water is a great way to release our burdens, to release energy that no longer serves us. So let it go. Watch it as it floats away from you, as it floats downstream. Just wish it adieu. Say thank you. Thank you for being a part of my life experience, my life journey. Thank you for the lessons learned. Thank you for the blessings that came my way. I wish you love. I wish you joy. And then let it go. Now that we've released those burdens, let's lift our vibration with all of our prayers and lift them high, going up, up, up to a higher dimension, to a higher plane, taking all of our burdens and laying them down, asking God for answered prayer, for the answer to be for the best and highest good in each situation, knowing that the angels are right there. Listen to them talking. Hear their beautiful angelic voices. Some are singing. Some are giving answers already. Some are bringing to our remembrance that we are magnificent beings of love and light. And let's give thanks. Thank you, God, for answered prayer. Thank you for love. Thank you for life. Thank you that we know how to release so that we can bring in the miracles, bring in the blessings of being with each other, of loving on each other, just like the sweet little kitty cat wants to love. They just are unconditional love. So let's love on each other. Come and say hi, Hilma. Come and say hi to the peas. Say hi, peas. Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can hear her purr. I'm going to put her up to the microphone. Do you hear her purring? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, she's licking the microphone. Okay, well, let's get Leo singing to us. Did you love the chimes? I love these chimes. And I'm just going to save my pennies and get another one probably before I leave here. All right, so let's see if we can get Leo singing to us. And thank you, I love you, to get us on our way. And don't forget to walk for peace today, 1:11 Eastern Time.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy.
Cuppa full of joy. I think Hilma has a cuppa full of joy this morning, and she's purring away.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot to get the day started. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy.
Full of joy. Okay, you ready for the AAA dance, Hilma? Let's do the AAA dance.
There really is no secret.
Really is no secret. Simply accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all. AAA, Hilma.
Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Hilma the dancing kitty.
Joy every day. Just start the day on the high five because the
Leo.
Morning Cuppa full
Where's
of joy
Leo?
with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love
Leo
you,
loves kitty cats. He does. Leo has a cat named Sunshine. I'm here. Yeah, you know. I know. You want to say goodbye to the peas, don't you? Woo! Thank you, everybody. From me and Hilma, we're sending love from our hearts to your heart. And 1:11 today, Peace Walk time. Be right here in Boulder, Colorado. Anybody that's listening, if you're in Boulder, come join with us. We'll be at the Cherryville Trailhead doing a short walk for peace. I love you. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. I will see you later. And those of you that are astral traveling with me, I will see you at 4 o'clock today. Bye, everyone.